The Colorado Rockies will travel to Petco Park to begin a 4-game set over 3 days with a doubleheader on Saturday versus the San Diego Padres.
The Rockies come into the series with a 25-32 record and are in last place in the NL West, 12 games back of the first-place Dodgers, even after taking 2 out of 3 from the Giants. The Padres come into the series with a 35-22 record and are currently coming off a great series win against the Mets, where the offense came alive and they took 2 out of 3. In the series, the Padres outscored the Mets 25-13 behind great pitching performances from Yu Darvish in Game 2 and Sean Manaea in Game 3. They currently sit 2 games back of the first-place Dodgers. For Game 1, 29-year-old right-hander Chad Kuhl gets the start for the Rockies, coming in at 4-2 with a 3.17 ERA.
Kuhl is having a very nice season with his 3.12 ERA, especially considering he pitches half the time at Coors Field, where pitchers' ERAs go to die.
On the Padres side of things, Game 1 starter is 29-year-old right-hander and ace Joe Musgrove, who enters with a 6-0 record and a 1.64 ERA.
One of the reasons that Musgrove has been so dominant this season is because he's very good at limiting the amount of runners that reach base. His whip is below 1, meaning that he averages less than 1 runner on base per inning he pitches.
For Game 2, the Rockies will start 25-year-old right-hander Ryan Feltner, who has been up and down from AAA all year. He comes in with a 1-2 record and a 5.85 ERA.
Although Feltner has struggled a lot, he's only pitched 20 innings this season, so it's a very small sample size.
For Game 2, the Padres will start 31-year-old right-hander Mike Clevinger, who comes in at 1-0 with a 3.18 ERA.
Clevinger has not pitched very deep into the games he started this year due to high pitch count and injury protocol, so it'd be a good sign to see him go deeper into games.
For Game 3, the Rockies will hand the ball to 29-year-old left-hander Kyle Freeland, coming in at 1-5 with a 4.53 ERA.
Freeland is having a tough time this year because so many runners are reaching base off him. This can be explained by his almost 1.5 whip.
The Padres will start 23-year-old left-hander rookie Mackenzie Gore, coming in at 4-1 with a 1.50 ERA.
Gore has been very impressive, and he's also been pitching very deep into games. He's pitched into the 6th inning in almost all of the games he started this year.
For Game 4, 27-year-old right-hander German Marquez will get the start for the Rockies, coming in with a 2-5 record with a 6.46 ERA.
Marquez's struggles can be explained by his inability to limit runners on base, as his whip is almost 1.6.
The Padres will give 31-year-old right-hander Nick Martinez the start, entering play at 2-3 with a 3.99 ERA.
Martinez has been huge for the Padres in long relief, but has been finding a little bit less success in starting games. Lastly, I want to talk about second baseman Jake Cronenworth, who's been experiencing a down season, but as of late has been experiencing immense improvement.
Through 56 games statistically, 28-year-old second baseman Jake Cronenworth is having a down season. He's hitting just .226 with a .687 OPS. These numbers are not up to par with who Cronenworth has been in past years. However, with his recent success in particular this week, the question arises, is Jake Cronenworth back? The answer? I don't know. One of the reasons Cronenworth has been struggling this year is because he's swinging and missing at a much higher rate than in years past. This can be seen with his high strikeout numbers, as he has struck out 55 times in 56 games, whereas last season he struck out only 90 times in 152 games. Hopefully Cronenworth can keep up his recent success and be back to the normal Cronenworth we all know, because it would be very big for the Padres to have a great bat at second base before the All-Star break and throughout the rest of the season.
This should be a good series, and hopefully the Padres can take care of business against a worse team.